Greetings and welcome to another video story time. Today's story is called Schomburg, the man who built a library. And it is written by Carole Boston Weatherford and it's illustrated by Eric Velasquez. And Eric is a Pura Belle Prix Award winner. And the author, Carole Boston Weatherford, is a Coretta Scott King Honor winner. So this book is called Schomburg, the Man Who Built a Library. Amid the scholars, poets, authors, and artists of the Harlem Renaissance stood an Afro-Puerto Rican man named Arturo Schomburg. His life's passion was to collect books, letters, music, and art from Africa and the African diaspora and bring to light the achievements of people of African descent. Let's get started. The American Negro must remake his past in order to make his future. History must restore what slavery took away. Arthur Schomburg. The prologue, bibliophile. Arturo Schomburg was more than a book lover, more than a mailroom clerk at Bankers Trust, where he supervised 11 white men. Unheard of authority for a black man at the time. He recognized early on that history was not history unless it was complete from all angles. Like a detective, he hunted for clues and found facts, affirming the role of African descendants in building nations and shaping cultures. Fellow book collector Arthur Cigar noted that Arturo would, quote, approach an immense pile of apparently worthless material and erringly find treasures, which would have been lost to a less inspired collector. Arturo believed that those facts, once unearthed, would speak loud and clear in halls of knowledge, daring another teacher to tell a black child that the Negro has no history. Time and again, through print, music, and art, Schomburg proved otherwise. On his lifelong quest, he was not just collecting rarities, he was correcting history for generations to come. He wanted the facts to reach the community and boys and girls in classrooms to teach them that black heritage knows no national boundaries. And today, the Harlem Library bearing Schomburg's name boasts more than 10 million items, a beacon for scholars all over the world, bringing to light past glories that Arturo always knew existed. And that is now, it's a note to parents and to teachers as well. Children learn to read and to love books when adults share their own pleasure in reading and language. Here are a few suggestions for giving the children in your life a lasting love of reading. Surround children with books and writing. Visit your library regularly and make buying new books a frequent treat. Put cloth and board books in the baby's playpen and keep 1 or 2 books in the car for older children. Show children that words are everywhere, not just on the pages of a book, but also on cereal boxes, billboards, and street signs. Read aloud. Read to children every day and have older children read to you. They will associate the pleasure and intimacy of the reading experience with books. Make reading an active experience. Use the books you've read as a jumping off point for other discussions with children. Encourage children to share their own ideas and experiences through storytelling or art. This book can be grouped with other bibliographies and books about African American studies. Okay, here we go. We are on the next journey of Arthur Schomburg's life. So we start with him in the 5th grade. Arthur Schomburg was born with a sense of wonder. As a boy in Puerto Rico, he shadowed Tabaqueros, cigar workers. These men pooled money to pay a lector to read aloud in the factory newspapers, novels, speeches, and politics. Arturo took in the scent of pure tobacco and the sound of the reader's voice. Thus, Arturo not only learned his ABCs, but also to love the written word. So when his fifth grade teacher told him that Africa's sons and daughters had no history, no heroes worth noting, did the twinkle leave Arturo's eyes? Did he slouch his shoulders, hang his head low, and look to the ground rather than to the horizon? No. His people must have contributed something over the centuries, history that teachers did not teach. Until they did, school children like Arturo would not learn of their own heritage, ignorance shackling them like chains. After that, teacher dismissed his people's past. Did the twinkle leave Arturo's eyes? Like a candle blown out in the dark? No, the twinkle never left. It grew into a spark. So this is Arturo and his teacher in his class. So it's hard sometimes for young African Americans or any culture to be in a U.S. classroom with teachers that are not diverse like the students in the class. And sometimes we do get teachers who are not diverse but are teaching in a diverse way.